Hi, I'm Nathan, and this is video. Previously, I talked about the 5 Dan Schneider shows that I grew up with, and while I was watching these 4 gifts of God and 1 human creation, I obviously noticed the interconnection of these shows, and it got me thinking, how long does this web spin, and what other children's show universes are there? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about them, starting with what I like to call the Schneiderverse. Starting with the pop culture, I guess, aspect of what connects to these shows, we start with the pair technology. Now, I feel like everyone wanted a pair phone growing up, even though they didn't exist. But, they appear in iCarly, Sam and Cat, and Victorious. And there's also the made-up film franchise Galaxy Wars, which is obviously a parody of Star Wars. And it's an appearance in Zoey 101, Drake and Josh, and iCarly. I don't recall it being in Sam and Cat or Victorious, but correct me if I'm wrong. Other little things include the iCarly theme as a ringtone in Zoey 101.
Tone. Hello?
That's a good ringtone.
The slap.com on the iCarly theme song, and iCarly.com can be seen on computers across multiple shows. But before I move on, there is one non-Schneider show in this universe, and it's Unfabulous. Now, I didn't really watch Unfabulous, but the main character, whose name is Addie Singer, is in season 2.
Hi, I'm Megan Parker, and this is my friend Addie. I'm her friend Addie. Welcome to another episode of Doing Stuff to Josh While He Sleeps.
So yeah, there's that. Then there's character crossovers. Pretty self-explanatory. Characters from one show in another. Now, obviously, the most obvious one is I Party with Victorious, connecting Sam and Cat, iCarly, and Victorious. But wait, there's more. I Go to Webicon. Drake and Josh characters Gavin, Craig, and Eric, along with Zoey 101's Stacey Dilson, all make an appearance, further connecting those shows. Stacey, along with Coco and her ex-husband Carl, make an appearance in Sam and Cat, 2 separate episodes though. And the last 2 cameos come also from Drake and Josh. Helen, who becomes the principal of Hollywood Arts and is a painter in this one episode of iCarly, and then Crazy Steve is also mentioned in Victorious but doesn't appear.
I thought Crazy Steve was crazy. All right, better call the police to come get... All right then.
However, he does appear in Sam and Cat. Now, even though these cameos fit in nicely, there are some holes. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Nate, you're finding jank logic in this universe made up of kid shows for kids? And I know. I'm just as disappointed as you are, but sadly it's true. There is no God. Now, the most known thing that kind of messes with the, canon of the universe is the fact that both Drake and Josh and Zoey 101 are regarded as TV shows in shows like iCarly, Victorious, and Sam and Cat. But they still make appearances as their characters in that show. So, most people who theorize, which, let's be real, when I say most people, I mean just me, because who else is doing this, regard it as a reality show of sorts. The last thing is Henry Danger. Now, like I said, I didn't really watch this show. However, again, I do know that Goomer makes an appearance, and it further grows this web. But in Game Shakers, iCarly is a show when they confront Nathan Kress about it. And what does Game Shakers cross over with? You guessed it, Henry Danger. So what does this mean? Well, I'll tell you, dear viewer. It means that the continuity has been ruined. Case closed, next universe. But now, we move to Disney. And what if I were to tell you that wizards and superheroes exist in Good Luck Charlie? You don't believe me? Oh, you do? Well, I'm gonna explain it anyway. Now, unlike the Schneiderverse, the Disney Channelverse isn't as complex, as they have separate creators, and this web is pretty much exclusively crossovers with a little bit of Easter eggs. Warning, things may get confusing because I may ramble, or, just the in-depthness of this web is, it's a lot. We go from That's So Raven all the way to Raven's Home, and it includes shows from Disney Channel and Disney XD. So, just letting you know. Okay, I'm gonna go a little slow because it's a lot. It all starts pretty simple with the multi-crossover special That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana, which connects Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana, and That's So Raven. But Zack and Cody also crosses over with the Cheetah Girls in one episode, along with Chris Brown, but we don't talk about that. And That's So Raven spins off to Cory in the House, which crosses over with Hannah Montana, adding that show into the mix. And obviously Cheetah Girls. Another spin-off of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which is Sweet Life on Deck, expands the universe with the event Wizards on Deck, which now throws Wizards of Waverly Place into the universe. And then another show that was on deck was the show I'm in the Band. And then in the show I'm in the Band, they run over, well, they don't really run over, but they have a reference to Zeke and Luther where he almost runs over Zeke. Although he doesn't make an appearance, it is much implied that Zeke and Luther is now a part of this universe. Now, we're going over to Jesse. Who appears in Jesse? The GOAT, Mr. Mosby. And by throwing in the Rosses into this universe, we also cross over with Austin and Ally, they cross over with Good Luck Charlie, and they have a crossover with Spider-Man. Who does Spider-Man have a crossover with? Phineas and Ferb. And the spin-off of Phineas and Ferb is Milo Murphy's Law. Now, I must say, if you know about, superheroes and universes, you know that there are separate universes. So, it could be a different Spider-Man universe in Phineas and Ferb than in Jesse. But since they're both, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they're both voiced by Drake Bell. So, to me, they're the same. So, let's continue. We go over to Good Luck Charlie, who crosses over with Shake It Up. Now, one show that crosses over through references is Ant Farm, which features Tears of Blood from Wizards of Waverly Place and the Hashimoto Soda from Sweet Life on Deck. Jesus Christ. Now we go back to Jesse, because I forgot that these two from I Didn't Do It, I don't know their names because I didn't watch that show, it was garbage. They appeared in this Halloween episode. And then Austin and Ally appeared in an episode of I Didn't Do It. I think it was just Des and Trisha, or Trish. But again, I didn't watch the show, so I'm not 100%. And then Ernie and Judy, who are from Casey Undercover, appear in I Didn't Do It. And I think they were actually with Trish and Des, if I read correctly. And then lastly is with Austin and Ally. Austin and Ally appear in Girl Meets World. There you go. 3 minutes of pure connections. You're welcome. Psych, you thought we were done? Now it's time for Living Maddie, baby. Parker and Joey appear in the Jesse episode, something Hawaii Vacation, whatever, where Parker and Emma raise a pig. It's odd. And the last thing that adds to this universe is the spin-off Raven's Home and Bunk'd, which, they're spin-offs, so they kind of automatically just clump into the universe, along with kind of like how Cory in the House does. Okay, so there you have it. Finally, wizards and superheroes exist in the same world as Good Luck Charlie. Now, I didn't include Disney-centered events, like the, I think it was the solar eclipse one, or the red sun one. It's one of the two, which would throw in Kickin' It, Lab Rats, and Mighty Med. So, if you consider that, a universal thing, then that would throw it in too. Also, the Wishing Upon a Star event, where I think Hannah wishes, or Miley rather, wishes that she was Hannah all the time, and Zack and Cody wish that they were superheroes. And then there was one with That's So Raven, but I don't really remember it. That could connect them too, but that's only if you count it. It doesn't really matter because they crossed over anyway. But yeah, that's it. We're done. That was a force. Well, that's the video. This was kind of just a fun thing for me. I kind of just wanted to make this just to, I don't know. I just wanted to connect the shows. My channel is kind of up in the air right now. I finished my Snyder series. I don't really want to review movies or TV shows just yet. I just started school back up, so I'm kind of, just writing about stuff that is kind of just based off my opinions, or like this where I'm connecting stuff. So stick around, subscribe, slap a like, Only if you enjoyed, though. And don't lick the floor. I'll see you next time.